Mike Taguba India. My name is Nicole Burch. I live on the Southern Indian Reservation in Ignacio, Colorado. I'm 18 years old, and my parents are Nova Burch and Robert Woodhull. My maternal grandma is Edith Burch, and I'm going to tell you about, since it's beginning of spring, and here on the Southern Indian Reservation in Ignacio, we do a ceremony called Beardance. Beardance is, well, I'll tell you about the history first of Beardance. Beardance is something where two men went out into the woods and went hunting for bears, and one day they saw a bear that was making a weird sound on rubbing his back against a tree and his claws against a tree, and they stood there and watched him, and the bear didn't notice that they were standing there watching him make a weird sound, and he told the boy to come over to him and teach him the dance of what the bear was doing and the sound of the growler. The bear told the boy to go back to his village and his people and teach his people the dance of what the bear was telling him to do. And basically what bear dance is where two people, it's a woman's choice dance, where a woman picks a man with her shawl, and the man who is picked may not refuse to go with that woman to dance, otherwise the catman will go out into the corral and get that man. And basically what bear dance is shuffling your feet back and forth like you're walking forward and backwards. And when you start bear dance is the first sign of the thunder that comes out of the sky. Preparation for bear dance is not very hard. It's just a ribbon shirt that the man wears. The woman wears a dress that the grandmother, mother, or herself may make. Bear dance, the rules for bear dance is you may not dance with your uncle, your brother, your cousin, your boyfriend, or any relation that you know that from your own tribe. Other than that, you may dance with whoever you want to, but you need to always make sure that you know who your relations are in your own tribe. Otherwise, that could be a big mistake for you and that person that you are dancing with.
What's your favorite part of bear dance?
My favorite part of bear dance is probably the breaking part, because that is where you really get to the dancing and the hopping part, and it's just like really fun.
Have you ever met any cool people through bear dance?
Yes, I have. I've met a woman named Sarah from Utah who is like my bestest friend now, and she dances every dance with me every 4 days for bear dance.
What are some things have you seen happen in bear dance? Like, how does bear dance end? Like, what's the closing ceremony? How does that work?
Well, bear dance, the last day of bear dance is on Memorial Day, and they have a feast and everything else, and the first morning you start dancing and everything. In the morning time, around 10 o'clock, they have a memorial walk for the warriors. It's called Walk of the Warriors. It is a walk to remember all the Ute people that represented the Ute tribe, basically, and it's just to honor those in springtime. But bear dance is not only just to celebrate, it's to forget your pains and to forget your problems. It's just a new celebration of the new year coming in for spring, and also for the people that cannot make it, like your grandmothers, the elderly who are sick, or the people who can't get up or anything. Basically, the way I bear dance is I bear dance for my people who can't get up or can't do anything. Like I bear dance for my grandma for my aunt who passed away of pancreatic cancer. I dance for my uncle, what is his name? Buckskin, who passed away in 2005. I just mainly do it for the fun of it and for my elders and for respect of my elders, and that's basically why I bear dance.
What happens if people are dancing and they fall?
Well, the people that fall, when they fall, you let the catman know. The catman lets the singers know while they're singing to cut the song and to go bless those people, and the people that have bowed down may not dance for the day, but if they it's a day or 4 songs. It depends on what the person wants to do. But basically, out of my respect, if I fell, I would never dance for that bear dance of that year and until the next year. But for my entire life, since I started bear dancing at the age of 2, I've never fell in my entire life. So I hope I do not do that again this year.
Anything else you want to talk about with bear dance?
I like the fry bread. It's good. Not really.
Can you talk a little bit about more about my favorite dance, which is round dance?
The round dance is just a gathering of all the tribes that are separated in Arizona, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico. They all come together in one group, and it's just it's a ceremony that's mostly private, but not all the time. It can be open to public, and it's where people get together, and there's the hand drum singers that are not like regular drummers. They sing on the hand drum that even a woman can do as well, and where you just go around in a circle and dance with each other, and they have competitions for the round dance as well, and the cakewalk too.
What kind of songs do they sing about? What do they sing about in round dance?
Mainly, round dance is mainly like love songs, and then about the sickly and round dance has all kinds of songs like love songs, happy birthday songs, and all kinds of songs.
What's your favorite thing about round dance?
Probably my favorite is getting to meet new people, getting to know those people, and learning about their tribe and their culture.
Anything else you want to say about bear dance or round dance before we end, Nicole?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Bear dance is basically growling. It's basically the singers who are doing the basic parts, which is there is a bone that is curved into like little squiggly lines, and there is a metal bar piece, and basically what it does is that metal piece bar is going to rub against the growling part, and it makes it sound like a bear scratching a tree or something. And basically what they do is just they make their song and they say anything, well, not anything, but it has to be a new, and they just keep continuing with that growler. And every year the same song is never changed. Not only does Ignacio, Colorado have a bear dance, but White Mesa has a bear dance, Northern Utah has a bear dance, Utah has a bear dance. Our bear dance is the second bear dance of spring. Bear dance is only to be the third. Bear dance is supposed to be
in Toyac?
In Toyac, White Mesa, Ignacio, and in Utah they have. See, in Ignacio, Colorado, we do our steps differently than all the other tribes do their steps because they have their own culture as well as Ignacio, Colorado does. We have our bear dance starts on May 28th, and our bear dance is only to be danced after the first thunder, which is probably around April or May, because spring starts on March 20th. But for me, I never disrespect our bear. So during the winter or any other time before May, you are not supposed to dance the bear dance. The couple of steps that go with bear dance as well is it's just 3 basic parts for the woman and the man. For the woman, your foot is never supposed to leave the ground. So your right foot, or however you like to do it, is just going to go like this and go backwards and go like this and go forward this way. But this left foot, or whatever foot you're like, if your right foot and you go like this, make sure that this foot never leaves the ground. Make sure like it's got a piece of gum stuck on there and like never moves, I guess mainly. Just basically this is the steps of the way we do it down on the Southern New Indian Reservation. And the boy steps is you're in a straight line. The women are on this side, the men are on this side. And the basic ways is the women or the guys are going back and forth with each other, and the man is supposed to go like this, and you're all holding each other's hand, and basically,
Okay. Anything else you want to add about dancing and bear dancing
like
growlers?
The growlers that we have here are Tim Ryder, Jake Ryder, Tyson Thompson, and a bunch of little kids, like kids from our high school. They like to participate and sing, and little kids like 6 years old love to sing bear dance, and it's just a fun activity for our community, and not only for the community, but it's open to the public, like people from New York or whatever. It's just for people that like to try. It's just a fun thing for people to do. And the second part of bear dance is it's not really complicated. For the breaking part, well, I'm not going to really bear dance because I'm not supposed to do it. But bear dance is basically when you break, the cat man is going to break you guys into each individual person that you pick to dance with. You have to hold that person on the shoulder, or you have to grasp their shirt or hold them around the waist, basically like this. And then you start going this way and this way. And the old way we used to do it is we used to turn around, but we're not allowed to do that anymore. I don't know why. And then you're just going back and forth. And then when you break, the man and you, when you are going backwards, the man is always going to watch out for the people behind you. And when you are in the front, you are in charge of that man and leading him to where he goes, so he'll follow you. So if you bump into somebody, in case you fall, you guys are just stay on that floor, and while the cat man blesses you.
And who's the bear dance chief?
The bear dance chief is Matthew Boggs, and the sub bear dance chief is Jake Ryder.
Sweet. Anything else?
No, thank you.
Thank you very much, Nicole Burch.